the winter started off, you know, actually kind of mild. We were wondering for a little bit if we were going to get any snow, and then right before the new year, we got it good. Parts of Vermont and New Hampshire were under about 3-4 feet of snow. Where I live, we got about 2.5 feet, but it's just it's been brutal ever since. Soon after that snowstorm, the rain began to fall. We had a major rainstorm come through, and basically it took away every bit of snow that fell in the storm previous to that. Unfortunately for me, I didn't have the time to get out metal detecting in the short time frame that we had, and before we knew it, we were in the negative digits. I think the coldest I've seen it this year with the wind chill was -14, -15 degrees Fahrenheit. That brutal cold was quickly followed up by more snow. It's just the way it is up here in the mountains of New England. Snow, cold, snow, rain, snow, snow, snow. Anyway, I am now at a piece of land that I hunt. I've hunted here for many years, deer hunt. In the trails all up through these woods, I have found pieces of glass and pottery. So it gives me a little hope that there was some activity going on up here. I'm gonna grab the detector. I've got my shovel with me. I've got multiple layers on because it's cold. Why don't you say we get to it? I'm gonna watch for wildlife. We might see some of that as well. And we'll get the show on the road. You guys want a good little tip on how to stay in shape for your upcoming digging season? Get out in the woods and walk through some heavy snow. I mean, I've done this walk many times. It's brutal. There's actually another layer of snow under this layer of snow, so every once in a while I'm breaking through, and that's kind of catching me off guard. I'm gonna be getting to my spot very soon. I can actually start seeing parts of where I want to go right now. And let me get up here a little bit and I'll try to show you what I'm looking at. So I'm going to set my stuff right there for a minute. Hopefully it doesn't fall over. And start to hopefully explain at least what I see up here. Some of you might be like, you're out of your mind, Ed. But I mean, I've seen pieces of pottery and glass and brick and everything else up here. Who says there can't be anything up here, right? It's old land. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a stone wall that runs right down that edge up there. There's another stone wall that comes through these trees, and they break up all over the place. But my point of interest is right over here. So right down in that little bowl there, it's kind of flat. There was some stonework. The loggers did come through there and they pushed some of it out. Some of it's piled over there that I know of. Right over here on this hump, there's actually stonework that goes on the outside. It's not dug in and doesn't look like fill. So again, I don't know. And right over there, there's some more stonework, and if you can see, I don't know if you can see over my finger, that stone wall that runs down this way comes right down here. There's a break right there. And then right off of that ridge, there's a creek that runs all the way down through, and way down below there is a swamp. Another reason why I like to get out in the woods in the middle of winter, especially when there's snow cover, it gives me an idea where the wildlife sticks around. Check this out. I think it's safe to say the deer are coming right down here and they're chewing all the little buds off the saplings. I think those are beech trees, a couple maple, I think. But yeah, a lot of activity up here. So definitely a place way away from people, a place where animals and critters feel safe, and hopefully a place where history lurks. I have cabin fever and I needed to get out, play in the snow a little bit, get some fresh air, and maybe we'll find some relics. So I will get to it. I don't know how it's going to be. If you're here for the relics, I apologize in advance if we don't find anything. But that's the adventure, coming out, trying to locate something. So let's get on to it and see what our first hole of 2021 finds. That's about as far down with the shovel as I'm going. It's unfortunate, but it's what you get for this time of year. And try another couple swings, another couple targets, see what happens. Well, I'm kind of bummed. Trying to dig a hole there. I had something over there and there. The ground is absolutely solid. So I tried to get into it the best I could here, really hacked at it. It's pieces of that rock. There's a whole bunch of this is just broken off. You can see right there that nice clean cut. But there's a pile of it underneath me here, and actually with the shadows casting from the sunlight here, you can see some of the rocks. There's some branches and sticks. Right here you can really see where I was talking about. It's really defined. It comes straight down here, stops, and then comes this way. The old road, cart road, is right there, leads down and goes down into the gully there. So it just might have to be a spot that I come back to, because right now that's tough to get into. There has to be stuff here. I know that things were going on here. I see the stonework. There's water. There's plenty of places to grow your crops. There's a mountain to hunt deer. There's a river down that way that you could travel on. So it's all ingredients for a good spot to bring up the detector and look for some history. So this spring, late spring, maybe early summer, depending on how the snow melt goes, I will definitely be back up to this spot. So, like a bonehead, my gloves, they're soaked. I dropped them way back there out of my pocket, picked them up, they had snow in them, and when I put them in my pocket, the snow melted, and now they're soaked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them, I'm going to build a little fire right here, because it is quite a hike back, and I want to have warm fingers. I don't want to take a chance at frostbite. So cleared off a little spot here. Let me go grab some dry branches and see if we can make a fire. A lot of you probably already know how to do all of this, but I literally, for what I need, I can get it all right here. Every bit of it, except I do cheat. I bring a lighter with me. I have a lighter and a little survivor pack that I carry around. So this will be a good opportunity to get it out, see if the lighter still works. And we'll just start with this birch tree here and pull some of this stuff off, just like paper. It just pulls right off. I mean, not as good as I thought it was going to do, but we get enough of it, this stuff will go up really quick. And all we need is a good little spark. Put this in my pocket. Good little spark to get us a good fire going. Here's some good pieces here, just like that. Maybe it's up high, higher from the ground perhaps. Anyway, that should be good for that. Then what I'm going to do, break some of these smaller branches. And again, I don't need anything big. I'm not going to be camping here. I'm just using it for basically a little dryer, you know, just to put my gloves over and you know, use that branch, I guess. Put my gloves over, get them dry so I don't freeze on my way out. I think that should at least get us started. That might not be enough, but we'll see. I've actually found this dead tree here, and all this stuff on the outside is really brittle and really dry, so that'll help with the fire. I'm looking around and stumbled upon these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one I stepped in 5 deer beds, and that's pretty cool. It shows that deer are making it through a harsh New England winter. Clearly we've seen them eating, or seen where they were eating. Plenty of tracks, getting some rest, and just pushing on through until the springtime. Okay, so what I did, I grabbed some really dry stuff, some semi-dry stuff, some dead stuff, some stuff that'll help build the fire a little bit bigger, get those flames up a little bit. Break that and get things going here. So I'm gonna grab my lighter, which I always carry for situations like this. Obviously I'm not in any danger, just want to warm my hands up. And I actually found a napkin in with it as well. Probably a good thought to keep, but I'm gonna try it without the napkin. First thing that I'll do, I'm gonna create a little base. Nothing too big, just to keep it off the snow. I'm gonna put all the dry birch shavings right there. And then I'm gonna take a pile of sticks here and just lean them up, just like we were taught in school. Maybe some of us were taught in school. I know I was. Get that airflow going through there, get some flame shooting up through the sticks. And before we know it, we should have a fire going. More small sticks there. Clear that out of the way. See what we got. Just like that, we've got fire. Let that burn for a second. Add a few more dry pieces on the top. Let those hot coals and ambers fall to the bottom on that dry base, and should be good to go. That's some good smoke. Add a little oxygen to it, and yeah, try to get the snow off of the sticks the best you can. And there we have it. Good little fire going. I'm gonna actually, I'll probably grab this stick right here. I'm gonna break it off at the end there so it's a little fork, and I'll show you how I'm gonna dry my gloves out. Fire's going quite well now, exactly the way I want it. I took made a little fork at the end. Take my gloves, it'll keep them open, allow the air to circulate like that. Probably could have went a little bit bigger. Probably should have went a little bit bigger with it, but you guys get the idea. And then just sit here, pretend you're roasting marshmallows or hot dogs. And every few minutes or so, just check that's nice and warm. And hopefully in a few minutes you'll have a dry glove. Change the process to this one, repeat it, and you're good to go. Nice and dry. Perfect, both of them. So actually a little warm too, which will be good because I got a little bit of a walk back and it's getting dark. So anyway, when you're done, I know it's winter, there's snow all around, still practice your safety. I usually will stomp it into the snow like that. It's served its purpose. Cover it up with a few layers, and I'll stick around for a few minutes just to make sure there's no smoke coming out of there. There shouldn't be. Plenty of snow below it, plenty of snow above it, and anything that's melted is going to freeze solid overnight, so should be good, just like I wasn't even there. So I know that you know, this isn't really the metal detecting adventures you guys are used to with me, but I do a lot of this stuff out on my own. I'm not going to change my channel by any means. I'm not going to be out there doing things that are completely opposite of metal detecting. I want to keep it pretty much the way you guys have been seeing, showing you the adventures and whatnot. But you know, come winter time, there are a lot of activities to do. There's a lot of stuff that I do, and I figured I'd just share it with those that want to see it. We will clean up here. I might try to dig one more hole as I'm going out. There was a spot that didn't have a lot of snow on it. The wind has been blowing up through there and kind of keeping it low, but I highly doubt that I'm getting into this ground today. You'll see me back here though very soon, and I mean, days are getting longer, starting to get warmer out slowly, but metal detecting adventures are coming up for another digging season here in New England, so stick around. I'm gonna grab my stuff. I'm gonna start scooting on that way. I've got quite a walk ahead of me. I'm gonna say goodbye to Mother Nature for now, and when I get back at the truck, I'll give you some updates of things to come, say my goodbyes, and go from there. Well, just like that, another adventure comes to an end. Unfortunately, like you saw, I wasn't getting into the ground today. It's just like concrete, and hopefully warmer weather is on its way, because I tell you right now, I'm not getting into that ground today or anytime soon without that warmer weather coming up and thawing out the ground. Couple quick updates for you guys. We have been filming with a community television station for All Metal Militia. If you head on over to our All Metal Militia Facebook page, you can join that page, follow us, get into the stories. We're doing frequent giveaways, things like that, just to add to the excitement, add to the fun of the hobby. And we have people from all around the region and all around the world actually that are joining in on the fun, sharing their stories and sharing some history with everybody. So get on over and check that out. And also you can find the link to our YouTube page where we are sharing our episodes as they come out for River Valley relic hunting. So if you go into the description of this video here, you can find that. Also, I don't mention it in a lot of videos. I don't really advertise it a lot, but it is part of what I do. I do have an online store for shirts and stickers and mugs and things like that. I would really like to do some giveaways and some more stuff this year to show my appreciation to my following. So anything that I make from there is going to be going back towards all of that. So if you haven't checked that out already, I have that link in the description as well. Feel free to head on over. If you don't see something that you would like, let me know, and I can try to create it, put it in that page for you, and hopefully make everybody happy. So I appreciate you all tuning in this time. I will be back out on future adventures here shortly when the weather gets warmer, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next adventure. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy hunting.